Hi, this is Ben from Trilogy Bootcamp, coming to you from my front room. So, it's the 1st of October today. Winter is coming, unfortunately, which means that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And whilst I always say that skin is waterproof, it's important to be well prepared for the winter to make sure that you keep on enjoying boot camp and that you're comfortable. So I thought I'd just put together a very quick couple of minute guide to what to wear and that sort of thing to boot camp. I'm going to try and give you I guess the gold plated best option if money's no object, and then give you a couple of alternatives that are a little cheaper and that sort of thing. But ultimately there's a bit of an old sort of mountaineering saying that there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad kit. And certainly, you know, I've done boot camp all year round now for a couple of years, as many of you have, and there's no reason why you can't be comfortable all year round. So we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Now obviously if you come into boot camp, then you've already probably got a pair of trainers, okay? And to be honest, what you've got is probably fine. If however you're coming long term and you want the gold plated solution, then this is what I wear. I wear a pair of Gore-Tex waterproof trainers. But then again, I teach probably about 10 sessions of boot camp a week. These ones cost me about £80, and generally they cost about £80 to £100. It is a lot of money to spend on trainers, however the last pair lasted me over 2 years, okay, and I hope that this would do the same, and I wear them loads, and they're obviously pretty useful for other things like walking on the weekends and stuff. If you don't want to use those, then that's fine. A cheaper option if you want to keep your toes nice and dry, and I think a bit of a secret weapon is these, okay, waterproof socks. Again, totally optional. It's only a 45-minute session. If you want to get wet feet, that's absolutely fine because you're probably going home for a shower anyway. But these are again really good piece of kit. Again, they're £30 or roughly 20 to £30 for a pair of good waterproof socks. This is a brand called Sealskins, which I believe are the best ones you can get. Again, this is my second pair. The last pair again lasted over 2 years of wearing them a lot, especially all through the winter at boot camp. And it means that you can spend £30 on these and then have a cheaper pair of trainers that aren't waterproof and your feet stay dry and warm all year. Right, next of all, to be honest, even when it's really raining hard, I still think it's best to wear just your normal bottoms, okay? Whether that's leggings or like some walking trousers or joggers. As long as it doesn't soak up too much water, you're fine. But if it is really cold and really hammering down, then waterproof trousers are fine. But on the whole they do get a bit sweaty and clammy and you can't move very well, but it's up to you. Next up then, especially going into the colder months, it's really good to have a good quality base layer next to your skin. This is a polyester Helly Hansen, you can see by the stripes down here, and these base layers are really good because you wear it next to the skin, long sleeve or short sleeve, sorry, and it takes the sweat away from the body, which means that when you stop you're actually pretty dry and you don't get cold. Which is really important. What we don't want to do is wear cotton next to the skin that then gets sweaty during boot camp, and then you stay wet, and then afterwards you get cold basically. And this is, you know, it's also good. It does keep you warm as well because it's long sleeve. Again, these you can pick up probably anywhere from less than a tenner up to sort of 30 odd pounds. And again, this one, you know, this is a Helly Hansen, so it's quite expensive. It's £30. But I got this one when I joined the army in 2002 and it still works. It's a little stretched but no dramas there. Obviously then, next layer, boot camp t-shirt. Need I say more? Okay, over that then, in the winter months it's really great then, if it's dry then bang on your hoodie or something like that, and then when you get hot you can take off the hoodie and so on after the warm up maybe. If it's like really windy or raining or something like that, then a lightweight jacket is a really good investment to make. So this one here, this is my one that I wear for like running and cycling in the winter, and if I did boot camp myself, then this is what I would wear on a pretty cold day. This is very lightweight, packs down to the size of an apple, okay, so it's really small, and again, what this does, it protects you from the wind and the rain, but it's also breathable, which means that you're not going to get sweaty. It's going to let your sort of moisture out from the body, okay? And again, these vary massively in price. This is a very small lightweight one. You can get heavier weight ones that will offer you better weather protection, but I'd go lightweight for boot camp so you don't overheat. And then it's also really usable for just sort of tucking away in a bag, especially for those of you who cycle, commute and things like that. Right, next we've got the extremities. So gloves, don't have a pair with me now, but when it gets cold, you know, a pair of gloves is pretty essential, I think. You can go down the route of an expensive waterproof pair. They are going to get muddy, doesn't really matter. But to be honest, I think the best option is to keep it cheap and cheerful here. Just a simple pair of woolly gloves, okay, so like wool gloves, which would probably only cost you £5. The good thing about them is that even when they get wet, they stay warm. And you know what, over winter, if you get through 2 pairs and chuck them out, whatever, or recycle them, it's not the end of the world. And finally, you know, for those really cold days, you might even want to chuck on a hat, especially me at the moment, need a haircut. But yeah, woolly hat is a great option for those really cold days, at least for the start of the session before you get going. Now, if you've got any questions about any of this, feel free to ask me or your instructor at the end of your session, or fire me an email or drop a comment underneath the blog post here, and I'll get back to you. Thanks very much.